Call me back. Call me back.
Entertaining first round.
I'm gonna call you right back.
By Borngod Washington and Shawnee Monaghan. Monaghan undefeated coming into this bout. Washington 0-5. But I'll tell you, both fighters landed some shots.
Indeed, and Monaghan looks like a pretty technically sound fighter. He didn't start boxing until the age of 25. He's 29 now. So he's got a lot of catching up to do.
And if I'm not mistaken, Joe Higgins, of course, the well-known trainer there, is a guy who trains Monaghan.
Yeah, Joe been with him from day one. He runs the boxing program at the Free PA Recreation Center. He's been with him from day one, so they have that chemistry going.
And you heard Higgins telling Monaghan, don't forget about those body shots. Let's see if he listens here in round 2. This one's going for a couple of light heavyweights. Johnny Monaghan in the white trunks. Borngod Washington in the red trunks with the white trim. Washington out of Queens. Monaghan out of Long Beach, New York.
Now both guys coming out jabbing it. And with an 0-5 guy in Borngod Washington, you wouldn't expect to see fundamentals, but he, good defense. He's blocking a lot.
Monaghan, a couple of body shots, along with that jab, and Washington goes back with the right.
That's what I mean. Borngod is doing some nice technical things in there. Walking behind the jab. He's not squared off. He's on a nice little angle. And he's trying to counter effectively.
It's kind of something that we said at the beginning. Washington, a couple of body shots. His corner said, listen, you look at some of his fights, he just ran out of gas. But we feel like he's in shape for this one.
And that is so critical. Boy, can records be deceiving. He's 0-5. He's already shown more than we've seen from fighters who can be 8-4 or even 10-2.
Especially considering the long layoff he's had.
Exactly. But he says he's in better shape now than when he fought the 5 fights he had before his layoff.
And at the top of this fight, I guess I spoke out of turn, so to say. I said the writing was on the wall. Two other guys with 2 knockouts. And an undefeated shorter guy. I'm sorry, in a winless shorter guy. I said the writing was on the wall, but it doesn't appear that way right now.
No, these guys are really going at it here. Round 2, we're going 4.
And Borngod here, let me talk strategy on both guys. Let me start with Borngod Washington. I like that jab. I like the straight right hand. He should mix it up though. Right hand to the body, jab to the body. He should mix it up, the body hand with those straight punches. If you're Sean Monaghan, you want to be able to counterpunch off of that right hand by Borngod. Because Borngod is not throwing a left hook behind his right hand.
Monaghan trying to stick that jab in Washington.
See, look at Borngod. He throws a 1-2 and stands in front of Monaghan. Monaghan should pick that up and counterpunch with the left hand. Right now, off of that right hand, there's no left hook coming back from Borngod.
Washington missed with the overhand right, but connect with the body shot. Monaghan's got him on the ropes now.
It's going to come down to a battle of wills.
Yeah.
Both been backing each other up at times, both throwing a lot of shots.
Round 2 in the books. We're going 4. And these two haven't let up. What do you see this far, Brian?
Well, I see a fight here where Sean Monaghan is looking at his corner. I see a little discouragement, meaning he thought it would be easy fighting the guys 0-5. Now he has to work. So let's see him make that mental adjustment now.
Let's take a look at some of the action from the last round. Tell me what you see, Steve.
Well, they've been taking turns, and they did in the second round of showing the initiative. Washington a little wide with that left hook. Monaghan unable to counter. You see Monaghan with a jab there. He opened the round jabbing quite a bit and was very effective with it, and I think we'd like to see more of that.
Who do you see? Is this one even? I mean, we've gone 2.
I think Monaghan clearly won the first round. The second round was pretty close. I gave it to Monaghan also.
Okay. Round
the
three.
second round even, 10-10.
Okay, round 3 here. We're going 4. As they clean up some of the water on the side of Washington. Again, Washington in the red trunks with the white trim.
He's absolutely right, Steve. I think it's going to come down to will and guts. Because on the surface, both these guys look evenly matched. According to the past 2 rounds.
Monahan's got him on the rope. Big right hand, though, by Washington. Another right by Washington.
But Borngod has 0 success when he loops his right hand. Anytime he loops that right hand, 0 success. Straight right hand, he has success.
Boy, this shit doesn't look like an always 5 fight.
It really doesn't. It really doesn't.
Well, now you have to listen to him. Because most guys, when they have losses, they have excuses. Now you really have to listen to this guy and take some validity in what he's been saying about the previous losses.
You know, his corner said, again, he's been in every fight, but it seems like every fight that he's been stopped in, he just ran out of gas. His training is much better for this one. We'll see. Wild shots by Washington doesn't connect.
See, that's what I say. Why, when looping shots, he cannot land. Stay straight. Punches straight.
Monahan trying to connect.
Monahan has slowed up a little bit, but I think he's landed the crisper shots from the beginning of this fight.
Uppercut by Monahan. Now Washington's got him on the ropes.
I think both these guys faded a little this round. You know, Borngod, his offense really dropped.
Coming down to the end of the 3rd round, we're going 4. Monahan with the left jab. Right uppercut by Monahan. Body shot.
Nice offensive diversity coming from Monahan.
Nice jab. See, now no matter how to stick it to the jab, and it's working when he jabs.
We're coming down to the end of the 3rd round. We're going 4. Big right by Washington. And that's it.
Yes, sir!
We've got one more. 4th and final round. B, what do you have? Who do you see?
I think Monahan is certainly up. I gave him the 1st round, and I just gave him the 3rd round. So I think he's up right now by 2 points.
Take a look at the end of the 3rd, and Steve, tell me, Washington with that big right.
Well, what you see at the end of round 3 is that Washington's shots are getting wider and wider. Although he did land that overhand right, it was probably the best punch in round 3. Again, I thought it was a close round. I gave it to Monaghan. I got him 3-zip. It easily could be 2-1 the other way.
Combination, don't stop it when you're done, you understand me? That kick to the left was beautiful, you touch them to the body, you're only getting caught when you're not moving your head after that combination. Alright? Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen,
the corner.
This is the 4th
Of Monaghan.
final round. Move that head. That goes to what you said, those wild punches by Washington. You certainly don't want to get caught by one of those, especially here in the 4th and final round.
Well, as I said, Joe Higgins, former U.S. Marine, has been in Monaghan from day 1, so they have chemistry. It always makes it easier for a young boxer if they trust their corner. Always makes it easier.
And while Monahan's sticking that jab in there, there's no doubt who the aggressor is at this point. It's Washington. That by itself shouldn't matter, but it can affect the judges.
We're in the 4th and final round. As Monahan trying to keep him off with that jab. Washington seems intent on just walking and trying to stalk him down. Body shots. And an overhand left by Washington. Monaghan has Washington on the ropes. Good uppercut by Monaghan. Comes back.
He fought off the corner and he got out of here for it. See, last round, both guys should really step on the gas and pick the pace up. It has been a decent pace thus far, but they should step it up a little.
Monaghan. And it looks like Washington's getting a lot more fatigue. Washington's got Monaghan on the ropes and Monaghan gets off. Winding down the fourth and final round.
Good action here.
Boy, this fight speaks volumes about the appeal of club shows and good four-round fight.
Monaghan, Washington, fighting it out here in the fourth and final round. Blow by blow.
Give and take. And this is what you want. You want the last round, both fighters to lay it on the line. You don't want them going into the dressing room saying what they could have done.
Monaghan's got him. Washington looks like he wants to go.
And I think it's safe to say these guys earned their money tonight.
Yeah, they did.
I wish it was an 8-rounder.
Yeah.
That's when it would get tricky.
I say the heavier shots are Washington's, the crisper shots are Monaghan.
Crisper meaning more effective.
Last 10 seconds here. Good right by Monaghan, and it's over. Fantastic bout here by Johnny Monaghan and Borngod Washington. And Washington, an 0-5 fighter. You certainly wouldn't have known it by the way the performance he put on tonight, Steve.
I think he's going to go 0-6.
Gimme.
You know what? He is now officially my poster boy for winless fighters. Because you can throw
Gimme.
those some of the time, not all of the time. And
son.
Final round,
son.
tell me what I'm seeing here, Brian.
You mentioned
I'm very happy
Willis,
with this. This is a good showing,
he's in
son.
there.
You look technical. Everything you were saying, like you didn't look like you was on fire. Like yo, stay in shape, son. There's nothing but good things, my dude. Oh shit, look at that.
So you're absolutely right.
Just your son.
Of this guy's character.
Come on, man. Look, I'm taping this right now. I'm about to throw this on the joint.
Look
at my dude right there. Look at him.
He's just been out of shape. And you can tell he certainly came in shape for this fight. Put on a nice performance for himself. Borngod Washington out of Queens. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back with the final.
Oh, they all thought you won. Look at this.